Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to describe another option for you for putting in the salt. You saw the previous presentation with the salt just put in from the box. The way I do it with my RV is a little bit different. I put the salt into a solution. Makes it a little bit easier, but it might take a little bit longer, because what you're going to do is you're going to take hot water, and you're going to take a couple 2 quarts of hot water, and you're going to pour this salt, it's the exact same salt, into the hot water. You're going to stir it and get it into a solution. You're going to get all the salt, the hardness, into a soluble material. So we're going to show you this real quick, and it's just going to be another option for you to consider. We're going to turn off the water. We're going to go ahead and take off the top, just like we did previously. It's the exact same thing. Put that down. We're going to take off the outlet hose that either goes to your RV, your spa, or whatever you have it hooked up to. I'm going to lay that down. You're going to bring over the catch can, because you want to catch the salt water that comes out, or the displaced water. We're just going to take this, and you see what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep a spoon in my hand, and I'm going to just pour this in, and that comes out. This makes it a little bit easier for those that maybe don't want to stick their hands in the salt. And the important thing you might want to do is, when you just get about down to the bottom, stir any of the salt that you might have that hasn't gone into solution. Get it up, throw it all in, and let it drain in there, and look what you've got. You've got a little bit of salt. It's not important. If you want to get it out, you can put a little bit more water in, and you put it in. Okay, at this point, you're going to go ahead, put your top back on. And we've done the exact same thing that we did, other than we just put it into a solution. We're going to come over to our water. We're going to turn our water on to our
You let it sit. You let it sit for an hour or two.
Okay. I neglected to mention, you want to let this sit for about an hour to 2 hours so that it can do its work, its regen. After you've done that for about an hour and a half, come over and get your stream going. As described earlier about the thickness of a black magic marker. And what I like to do is, when I'm out on the road, I'll just put my hand down here, and I still taste the salt. I normally take a 5-gallon bucket, and I fill about 3 gallons. After about 3 gallons, I don't taste any more salt.
Perhaps something that we should add. You're putting salt in here. The salt, the water that's coming out of here immediately is simply raw water. It's not salt water. When you put salt in here, it's going down the outside of the inside of the tank. But this tank has a distributor tube in the bottom, so all that salt water is going down to the bottom and then coming up through a distributor tube and coming out here, because that's the product water. So all the salt water, the regular water too, when this is in service, the water comes in through here, goes down through the resin, down to a distributor tube, and then up and then out here. So when you saw Kenny putting salt into here, that water, and immediately water was coming out here, that was not salt water. That was regular raw water.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and put our finger here. Okay, we don't have any more salt. And I had a little bit, but we're trying to move the demonstration along. So at which point, you'll come over here, you'll shut your water off when you don't taste any more water or any more salt. You just want to take a look at that and make sure that's on good and tight. Okay, and move your bucket. And if you need to, you can come back in here, just take your crank and tighten it up a little bit if you feel as though that you need to tighten it up a little bit. Go ahead and get your line that goes to your RV or whatever it goes to and put that back on. Okay, once you have that tightened down, it's really important that you come back over real quick, or not real quick, but as soon as you get all that done, put your water back on, make sure you don't have any leaks. If you have a leak, obviously stop and tighten everything up. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's as easy as that. You can do the salt out of the can, you can do the salt out of a solution. Either way will work just as good. Thank you very much.